8 Best HDMI Switchers 2019. In this video I show you the 8 Best HDMI Switchers 2019 available to buy. 8. J-Tech Digital HDMI Switcher Review. The J-Tech Digital HDMI switcher was released in 2013 and has 5 outputs, 3 HDMI, 2 MHL, and 1 input. The MHL support essentially allows a smartphone or tablet to connect with a separately purchased adapter and allows streaming movies and media off both Android and iOS compatible devices, as well as support for Google's Chromecast. Beyond its highlighted feature set, J-Tech offers support for 4K and 1080p input, as well as audio support for DTS HD, Dolby True HD and LPCM 7.1. The included infrared remote offers the same level of convenience as the competition by allowing quick and easy input switches anywhere the remote can see the J-Tech via line of sight. Additionally, the J-Tech supports 3D video as long as both units connected support 3D, too. (7) USBNOVEL HDMI Switch 3 port. This USBNOVEL device connects up to 3 HDMI inputs to a single HDMI display for seamless transitions between all your gaming devices. Like a few others on this list, it also comes with an IR remote control, so there's no need to get up from the couch to change inputs. It supports 4K x 2K, 1080p, 1080i, 720p, 480p and 480i resolutions and measures 4.3 x 3 by 1 inches, so it can subtly sit next to your set-top box or gaming console. It has a unique iron box design that helps to keep it cool during extended gaming marathons. This switcher is praised for its ease of setup and use. Not to mention, an 18-month warranty and promise that customer service will respond within 12 hours should quell any doubts you have. Orei HD201P2X1 High-Speed HDMI Switcher Review. The Orei HD201P2x1 high-speed HDMI switcher delivers professional quality picture and sound with no signal loss. It automatically detects and switches to the active signal, making it convenient to use, and it supports multiple video types including 1080i, 1080p, 720p, 1024 by 768, 1360 by 768, audio format PCM2, 5.1, 7.1 ch, Dolby 5.1 and DTS 5.1. But the real advantage of this HDMI switcher is its advanced picture-in-picture (PIP) feature that allows you to output two sources on a single screen. Unlike many other HDMI switchers, this 2.8 by 5.5 x 1-inch model gives you the option to choose from 4 different screen sizes for the second picture. Choose anything from a half-and-half screen with 2 widescreen images displayed side by side to a small image that can be tucked into any corner. With no lag or delay in the PIP output, the HDMI switcher allows you to keep up with 2 games at once or follow exciting political races while still watching your favorite show. Fosmon HD HDMI switcher review. Released in 2012, the Fosmon HD Intelligent 5-port HDMI switcher remains Amazon's #1 bestseller years later. Capable of connecting all of its ports into a single HD TV, it doesn't have 4K support, but it does work with full HD 1080p televisions. Additionally, there's support for 3D, as well as a full spread of video game systems, Blu-ray players and streaming devices. The included infrared remote allows you to quickly and easily change HDMI inputs while sitting comfortably on your couch. At 6.4 x 2 by 4.3 inches and weighing in at 6.4 ounces, the Fosmon offers 24-karat gold-plated ports to prevent any rust from ruining the connection. The Fosmon supports multiple audio formats, including DTS HD, Dolby True HD, Dolby Digital AC3 and LPCM 7.1. No power adapter is required to make the Fosmon connect and work, but for devices that might not have their own power source, think streaming devices, there's an included AC adapter for an extra kick of juice. Smartooo 4K Ready HDMI switcher review. With support for 3 HDMI 2.0 ports via its premium chipset, the Smartooo 4K Ready HDMI switcher offers extensive support with a slightly higher price tag. It's capable of supporting HDCP 2.2 Full HD, as well as all popular HDMI resolutions, including 4K at 60 Hz and 1080p at 60Hz for ultra-high definition output. Additionally, the Smartooo is compatible with the most common audio formats, including Dolby Atmos, DTS, Dolby True HD and more. Released in late 2016, the Smartooo is 6.3 by 4.7 by 2.2 inches and weighs just 1.2 pounds, so it's easy to hide in an entertainment center. 3. Zettaguard 4K HDMI switcher review. The Zettaguard 4K HDMI switcher is a power user's dream with looks that match its extensive feature set. With the back of the unit supporting all 4 separate inputs and 1 output, the front of the Zettaguard offers a light show of indicators alerting you to which components are currently in use. Another nicety that's included with Zettaguard is Picture-in-Picture, or PIP for short, which allows for one component input to occupy your screen while another input occupies just a small portion of the screen in the bottom right-hand corner. This is an ideal scenario for ballgame watchers who want to keep an eye on the score while not forcing everyone else to stick to sports. The included infrared remote offers the same level of convenience with easy input switching with 4 separately labeled buttons on the top of the remote indicating which inputs are available. Additionally, the inclusion of support for 4K output is something that becomes even more attractive considering it can be utilized with the PIP feature. There's also support for 2K input, as well as 3D video provided there are 2 3D compatible devices on either end of the HDMI input and outputs. (2) Goronya Bi-Directional HDMI switcher review. Released in the middle of 2016, the Goronya Bi-Directional HDMI switcher offers fantastic features with support for 4K, 3D and 1080p picture quality. It supports 4K at 30 Hz and there's also additional support for a full spread of video game systems, Amazon's Fire TV Stick, Roku and Apple TV. Additionally, there's no need for a power source since the Goronya draws power directly from its connected inputs. Moreover, there's full support straight out of the box for HDMI 1.0 all the way to version 1.4, at 3.7 by 2.8 by 1.2 inches and 2.6 ounces. The Goronya is small enough to hide pretty much anywhere on an entertainment center or dresser without drawing too much attention. Beyond its size, the bi-directional switcher allows the connection of 2 HDMI sources at once with support for output to 2 separate displays. In other words, there's 2x1 support for switching between 2 HDMI sources and a single display, or 1x2 support for a single HDMI source connected to 2 separate displays. (1) Kinivo 501BN HDMI switcher review. With 5 high-speed HDMI ports and 1 output, the Kinivo 501BN is still one of the superb choices for an HDMI switcher even though it was released in 2011. Featuring support for 3D, as well as 1080p output, the 501BN is powered by an AC power adapter that connects right to the wall. The included infrared (IR) remote makes switching between HDMI input options a breeze, and you can even press a single button on the unit itself to switch inputs on the television. The 501BN works with all the HDMI-compatible devices you'll want to include, such as video games, PS4, Xbox One, as well as Apple TV and HD TVs, measuring just 6.3 by 5.9 by 2.5 inches and weighing just 12 ounces. The 501BN is compact and, while the appliance-like design won't wow you, it blends in nicely with the rest of your devices. One of the more notable features is the inclusion of automatic switching based on the active device that allows you to use an Xbox, turn it off and switch on your cable box. The 501BN will then instantly switch the input to the cable. While it lacks 4K support, the 501BN is handily a best-in-class HDMI switcher, thanks to its smart features, invisible design and wallet-friendly price tag. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like this video.